So I'll be remembered for the one who stood up against all the odds, against everybody who has said fuck the bees. And I stood up against all the odds here at FBW. I stood up. I didn't sit down and cower and cry. I stood up. And the death of me is the death of you. To all the haters out there. And goodbye, FBW.
After the success of me versus Chris in our match series, we were getting really popular and we were growing, and I was like, we need to capitalize on this. It got to the point where like we were growing, and I was like, if we abruptly stopped after this, it would kind of be like a fuck you to the fans. And I was like, all right, well, let me go, plan a run. So I asked everyone if they had my backs. I'm like, look, this run is going to be very, very dependent on all of you guys. Like, if one of you guys leave, we can't do this. It's just the four of us. Like, it's very important. If you got my back, great, and we'll do it. But I needed everyone's approval. Everyone says yes. They're like, oh, yep, I got it, right? So I planned Endgames, our first event. Now, it was supposed to be Colin versus Eric in Best of the Heel 3, and it was supposed to be, the final match between me and Chris. Everything goes well. Eric, couldn't show, and I was like, well, shit, we have to do it, so whatever. After the first event, Colin texts me one night, and he's like, I have to leave FBW. He's like, I don't feel that I am, really needed, or I feel like I'm wanted. He wanted to leave because he felt like he was crap in FBW and we could do it without him and we didn't want him and we didn't need him. And he's like, oh, I have other things in my life. He's like, I'm in 3 bands right now and crap like that.
He wanted to retire because he thought he was a burden against us. He thought he wasn't good. I mean, he wasn't good, but I mean, I'm not saying that to the man fucking face. I got so pissed off because I thought we were going to be able to fucking do this. I was more sad for the fucking company ending than the fucking faggot leaving.
Me and Chris, we tried to convince him and wouldn't budge. He decided to leave and he stuck to his word. And that really pissed me and Chris off because I literally planned this whole run and we can't be like, all right, the run's over. We can't go back now. Like, what are we gonna do? Night 2018 is his last event. I gave him a little, send off with me versus him, and before the event, he went around being basically like, pity me, I'm leaving, pity me, and he didn't deserve it, because you're deciding to leave. It's not like you're being forced to leave or some shit.
He wouldn't stop trying to get pity from everyone, that I lashed out on him. I went up to him and I'm like, can you fucking stop? You're the one that's fucking us up, fucking us over.
We needed him to help move along the storyline.
So we do the match, and honestly, Colin was kind of rough. I know he hit me with a really stiff clothesline to the chest, and that pretty hurt. And I remember he was pretty reckless too, because I remember I told him to do a DDT, and he ended up basically suplexing me and slamming me on the ground. Like, bitch, you know what the DDT is, because that's the most simple move. But I don't know what the fuck he was thinking.
A lot of anger in that fucking night. Also, we couldn't really do anything.
So here, I'm making the challenge. I am challenging the winner of Strat Match 3 to FBW May for this T Division title.
Here we go. Do you give up? Do you give up? And a third assassination! Is this going to be it? Is this going to be it? Is Eric Danger going for the cover? He is. He is. 1, 2, 3! And Eric Danger has ended Chris Dynamite's career.
Don't seem like a demon to me.
These two men have been fighting for the past 4 years, and it's come down to this. Chris Dynamite leaving FBW.
He's no demon, he's just a man, as I've proved today. Wasn't so good, was I?
What is possibly next for Chris Dynamite? Will we ever see Chris Dynamite again in the FBW yard? Chris Dynamite has left the building.
Because I have a title shot, I've been really mad at ALM, and I want to make change around here. I've tried to make him retire. Nothing seems to work. So now, I'm challenging him to a stipulation. If I win, FBW is in my hands. I can do whatever I want with it. You know what that means, ALM? That means you have to retire. For good.
Oh no, Chris Dynamite. Chris Dynamite's coming out.
Tap already.
Eric Danger has won the T-Division Championship and the company.
After Colin left, we were kind of in a doomed situation because at the time we only had, me, Chris, and Eric. So we had to decide a way to, buy up, time where, we're not ending because I didn't want to end. So I thought of AAW where Eric would take over the company. What I really liked about it is that it was a fresh idea. I was going to be able to work with my brother even more. Actually be, a team for once in our fucking lives.
ALM pushed me so far high, I was in the sky, and then I went above the sky. I was in space.
Would make it where we didn't have to record, shows every once in a while because Eric hated backyard wrestling and he hated FBW, so he wouldn't put out content. And we could just do, promos and stuff.
It's no longer FBW. It is now going to be called Assassin Appreciation Wrestling. AAW. I know, it's a great name, great name. Now, because I beat Anthony and I own the company, my first order of business is I'm going to be firing ALM. Now next month, I have a surprise. It's going to be one night, Eric Danger Appreciation Night. And there's going to be a huge surprise. You're not going to want to miss it. And you see, I couldn't have done this alone. I've planned this from the start. You see, a deviant little helper of mine named Chris Dynamite helped me do this. Probably wouldn't have been possible with him. Let's bring him out here. Alright, so there's been a lot of talk saying, why did you do this, Chris? Why? I got messages, everything like that, saying, why did you betray ALM? The fact is, I didn't betray him. See, he was the only one bringing down this company. In fact, I helped you all. Like I said, I'm the savior of this company.
What really pissed me off about it was, Eric, he didn't fucking do any promos. He barely showed up to trainings. He fucking did nothing. It pissed me off. I think it was planned because Eric barely showed up during that period. He did 2 promos where he announced his alliance with Chris and then announced the company. And all of a sudden, his dad would not bring him down. So that had to, make it where Chris did all the work. Chris did all the promos. And I didn't like that because I wanted Eric to be more involved.
Eric did the promos was towards the end when we're ending AAW.
Okay, no, so pretty much. No, so Eric's gonna be editing. I'm gonna give you a signal, and you're gonna walk in and be like, all right, what the fuck do you need me for? Because like he called you for a meeting, and then Eric's gonna be like, oh, take a seat, and then you're gonna be like, fuck this seat, and you're gonna be like, I'm sick and tired of like how like you're not even thinking this is a threat. He fucking attacked me, crap like this. We could be losing AAW, and like you're basically gonna be ranting about like why the fuck did he make the scene, and then Eric, you're gonna be like trying to calm him down and be like, chill, it's all part of the plan. Chris, you're not gonna have it, and then you're gonna end it, and you're gonna walk away and kind of be like, like being like, oh, I just want to dick him in the face, you know, teasing the breakup, which is happening at the event tomorrow. All right.
Okay.
All right, ready?
What the fuck do you want?
I'd like to tell you some of the business opportunities. Have a seat.
The goddamn seat. Do you not see what's clearly happening here? All this shit that you're doing is backfiring you in the ass. If ALM wins, we lose this company. I hope there's a good goddamn chance he can win. Okay? Because he was the best at one point. He was one of the longest reigning champions. So tell me, explain to me what your fantastic goddamn plan is.
Well, you see, two things. One, you sound like you're scared of him. Two, I always have a backup plan. He's not getting the company back.
Oh. That's funny to me. You say I'm scared of him. No, I just know who he is. I know how strong he is. I know how he wrestles. He's not just going to be like, oh, I'm not going to train for 3 goddamn months for nothing. Listen. I'm sick and tired. You better fix this. Because I swear to God, if he takes over this company, you're the first goddamn person. And I mean the first goddamn person I'm coming for. It was interesting because we got like switched the whole company name and shit. We got the fucking, the channel name and shit, and we did the whole background. It was a big fucking step because we didn't know how people were gonna react. AAW was just, to make up time that, we couldn't, have like full shows in. We didn't have time to do full shows with only me, Chris, and Eric. Ruby was there, but we didn't really have any ideas for Ruby because Ruby at the time only really wanted to wrestle me. She wasn't really comfortable wrestling Eric and them. At the War, which was the blow-off show where I would get FPW back, Eric was supposed to come, but he decided to no-show and go to a family event that wasn't required. And he told us the last minute, like the day before we practiced, and went over some stuff, and then he was like, yeah, I'm coming. And then the next day we call him and we're like, yo, where the fuck are you? Like, we're about to start. And he's like, yeah, no, I went like an hour or two out, with my with my grandparents, because that really pissed me and Chris off. And during the first promo of the show, you could kind of tell that Chris was kind of ticked off, and his mom was ticked off too. Ladies and gentlemen, Eric Danger's not here tonight because he said it was all part of his plan. You see, I don't get what that means. And I'm a little ticked off about it. Because we literally planned this show a month beforehand. He said it was part of his plan, and ladies and gentlemen, frankly, I'm starting to lose my mind. I've been planning, I've been training for this event, and it's just like Eric Danger wants to throw it all away.
So the original plan for AAW versus FPW The War was me versus Chris. I beat Chris, and then Eric comes out frustrated that Chris lost, and he beats the shit out of Chris. And then I call out Eric because I still want my revenge on Eric for AAW. So I face him, I beat him, and then Chris comes out to get his revenge, because Eric beat the shit out of him earlier in the event. And that leads on to, Chris and Eric feuding, blah, blah, after. The day before the event, me, Chris, and Eric were over at my house, and we're practicing hella for, the show. We're practicing spots, entrances, and we actually did a live promo because we were practicing live streaming, because we were actually going to live stream the event, which we did, which, the War became the first ever live streamed event.
He knew that we were wrestling the day beforehand. And basically, he didn't decide to show up. We were doing shit for him, trying to make him look fucking big and shit, and he wanted to fucking throw all that shit away. No! Remember. I miss this. You should be great friends. Raise the Rage, Drago. First ever TV champion, you gave that to me. I'll never forget that. Boo! Boo! So pathetic. You really think I was gonna do that? Really? Suplex him through this. You're done. Go! Go! Ah! 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 Count!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Ding ding ding.
The winner is ALM.
Ah!
I'm recording. I got you.
Oh, oops.
Oh,
You
that
see
was
that
a
skin
deep
come
one.
out? Hold on, stop. Here, bend over.
Ooh, this
Look, wait, no, come here, look. Watch the skin pull. Ready? Look. Oh, if I can grab it, look.
Oh, mamma mia!
Hold on, we gotta go one at a time, otherwise it's not as good.
How do you feel?
Oh, how many are in there?
Dude,
Oh, just a couple.
you know the whole thing? All of it ends in you.
Oh, okay, hang on.
Just a couple.
I can get up. I'll be fine.
Oh, no. The shirt.
Hold on. Oh no, you gotta let me at least get every single one by one.
Oh.
Hold on, stop.
Hey, Chris, it hurts her more than it hurts you.
Oh, totally.
Hey, Chris, you wanted to go through it. No pain, no gain.
That we did Spurs. I did Spurs for the first time. That shit hurt like a bitch. But other than that, yeah, honestly, the war wasn't that bad. The only thing bad about it was Eric not showing up. It was a thing. It was all my idea. I posted to, the Instagram and the fucking Twitter and all that. I did all the hateful FBW stuff. I trashed on myself, pretending to be AAW. That wasn't Chris. I wasn't Eric. I ran all the social media. I ran the YouTube channel still. Eric Danger, this is for you. I just got impaled by sand fruits I got put through our old FBW sign, and I lost the ALM. So now our company is gone. And where were you? I don't even know. You didn't even tell me where you were. What was this your plan? Just watching me basically almost die out there. You see, I am so sick and tired of you thinking that you run this company. I've been running this goddamn company. You've done nothing but sit on your ass and do nothing. As far as I'm concerned, I would rather have ALM run this company than you. So Eric Danger, next time I see you, you are going to die. You will be broken and shattered to a million pieces.
So at the war, Chris did this one spot where he picked me up and he threw me into one of those plastic chairs, and my calf went right through, the armrest, and it cracked right in half. And at first, it was nothing. I got back up and it didn't hurt, to be honest. And I got back up and I finished the match and all that, and everything was going well. And then the next day, I woke up for school, and my fucking leg was like killing me. I tried, getting up to walk, and walking fucking sucked. I couldn't move my ankle because, when you move your foot up and down, that, activates your, your calf muscle in that area. So, like, I couldn't fucking walk. And, like, I knew it was a problem, so, I was like, alright, maybe I'm just, a little sore. I just had, a match with Chris. So I waited a day. And then another day. And then it's like, alright, it's been 2 days and my fucking calf is, like, still killing me like a bitch. So I eventually go to the hospital to see what's up because I'm like, this ain't normal, because after 2 days, it still feels like it's fucking bad and it doesn't feel like it's getting any better.
So I go to the hospital, I get some scans and all that and stuff, and they tell me, you tore your calf muscle. See, at first, I didn't fucking realize, I was like, no, I honestly, I have no clue. And then, went home, watched the war again, because, I like watching my matches. And then, I see that spot, and I see the leg go through the thing, and I was like, that's where I tore my calf muscle. Chris tore my calf muscle at the war.
That's my bad, because I threw him onto the chair, and I tore his fucking leg. I still take responsibility for that, and I feel bad about it all the time. And it kind of put it in his favor. I mean, pimp ALM. I mean, fuck, maybe good quality, but
I do admit, I was fine, honestly, like 2 weeks after the war. I was fine, but I announced and made a whole big deal that I was injured, because honestly, I didn't know how long this injury was gonna, go for, and I had to prepare for the worst.
Fucking old man cane. Oh, that's nice too,
Honestly, I don't need the cane. It's just there to like.
Style.
Yeah, like I gotta be over dramatic.
Yeah.
I mean, I could ish ball.
Fucking falls.
This is behind the scenes. I don't even know how to fucking use a cane. I was gonna do crutches, but I think that's a little too overkill. Plus, because I'm in a suit. Look, nigga, I'm a fucking pimp, my nigga. So I'm gonna be out for a bit. So I'm here to officially announce my retirement from in-ring competition. But fear not, I'm not leaving. I just won the company back. So I am going to own up to the fact that I am the FBW owner. Because most of you guys already know that I am the owner of FBW. So I'm going to be the on-screen general manager of FBW.
my back was fucked from the table spot. I fucked up my back. Don't know what it is. Not going to the doctor to find out what it is. I'm not a doctor's person. Be injured, we're gonna have to like cut it short. We need to do shit, and if we don't have you to do shit, we can't. So he was thinking about Eric winning it, and that's just letting me take a break. It's gonna be it's gonna be a short fucking match. I didn't really like the fact that I was being treated like I never liked the fact that I was being treated like fragile fucking glass. I hate that feeling. I feel like a little bitch when I feel that. But I understand why. He was like, okay, we're not gonna do anything serious. We're going for it. Be careful. Don't get yourself hurt than you already are. You're gonna win, but you need to be here. And I did way more than I said I was gonna do. I'm gonna be able in to that be fucking here match. But I'm not gonna be able to do all those pan shots. Load, I'll be able to do promos. I didn't think I was fucking gonna do that shit. Pretty sure I was grounded at the time. I remember I picked him up on my shoulders, and I felt my whole lower back fucking pop and crackle. And I did way more than I thought I was gonna. Eric ain't no fucking lightweight. He was a good 200 like 20 pounds when I picked him up that time. Leave each other. I'm glad that ALM treated me like that, because I probably would have been so fucking fucked. glad I'm where I am. I'm glad I won the championship. I'm super fucking thankful. We're gonna fucking long years is a good minute. Boom! How does it feel, bitch? Look at me. You fucking disgrace! How does it feel to have everything taken away from you? Get out of here.
Well, Chris Dynamite has won this match.
Well, I was honestly, I was fine for the homecoming. Obviously that's why I didn't come out with a cane or anything, and that's why I attacked Eric and did a little attack scene at the end of homecoming, which if you guys watched the whole show you would have catch because the footage is only in the full show, didn't upload it separate. So like I knew I was coming back for Wrestle Passion and all that, but I had to prepare for the worst, and luckily I got healed fast.
So the reason why I quit FBW, you see, basically I was having a hard time actually coming to shows towards the end because my dad, I would only be able to come basically because we do shows on weekends. I was only able to come like every other weekend, so that made it hard for planning events and filming because Anthony really wanted to do it every week if possible. And you can't really rely on someone if they're not going to be there every week. Even if it's like not their fault, it's not like, and it's not like a grudge or anything, it's just I couldn't make it up. Like I couldn't make it. And so he bumped me down to like a part-time employee. You show up whenever you needed, but you're not like full-time there like every week.
I wish AAW could have gone better. I would have had Eric appear more, and maybe do like an Eric and Chris appreciation night, and do a mini event before the war. But I mean it wasn't that bad. But I mean it worked. It worked. So.